And it froze.
Welcome to Nevermind The Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind The Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, Master of Marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermore. It's of course. Nevermind The Furthermore is brought to you by a generous donation from sponsorship, I believe is a better word, from the Indie Creator Directory. Yes, indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, proofreaders, and monologue's gonna be spicy today, guys. I got a good one. I got a lot of good. I'm having trouble getting to it. Hold on. Anyway, guys, the best creatives out there can be found on indiecd.org, myself included. So if you have a dream you want to make possible, talk to them. Also, if you want hosting for a low-cost, reasonable one-time fee of $20 currently at date of recording, reach out to Joe Bachman. Go to indiecd.org. There's a calendar of events that are great events with great folks going to them, where you can meet up, you can network, conventions, things like that. And you can be safe in this world of internet difficulty. Now, we're not just brought to you by indiecd.org. Just like we're not just brought to you by JB Tech Apps, where you can find Joe Bachman's amazing apps for iPhone and Android and all these other things, as well as the Support Act for the Big Stompy Robots core rulebook. Well, actually, the quick play. The core rulebook is coming. We have some other things that are in the plans. They're what we call winter projects when Joe has time. We will be talking extensively about this book later today and the tie-in things, because today has been a blast from the past. But things that are also wonderful resources taken from the past are the simple sword, the fighting axe, and the simple spear. My ongoing series of Western manuals of defense that you can get on Amazon at www.amazon.com/author/Nicholas Tockert, where most of my books live. Friends, there's so much good stuff coming in over there that I don't have words for how useful. My voice is cutting out just a bit because I'm having some allergy problems today. I'm having a lot of problems today. It has been special. I want to point out something. I know that I say tech hates me. I have new proof for it, but What doesn't hate me is Through the Thinning Veil, my anthology of 7 great scary stories to get your spooky season started. Through the Thinning Veil is a wonderful adventure into the warped mind of a paranormal consultant who's had to take bits and pieces of reality and fiction and blend them together to make entertaining stories. Some are told as gospel truth, some are completely fictionalized, and it's kind of up to you to figure out what's what, because I'm not going to tell you. Get it, read it, enjoy it, review it. Please, if you bought my books or anybody else's books, especially on Amazon, review them. My neck knife is itchy. There we go. Now, with that out of the way, mostly, I do have a bit of accountability. First and foremost, we've been able, now this is incredibly important to me. You guys won't give 2 shakes, but, or maybe you will, I don't know. We've been able to, I've been able to get Xander's studying back in a flow we haven't been in literal years. We've been able to get up. I set up for him. We sit down. We have a good rapport. He's working on things, making progress. I mean, it's incredibly basic stuff, penmanship and, building back up. But it's forward momentum. And that, there are a few things in this world that make me happier. Let me hide this. But, because guys, never forget, for all the books I do and movies, videos I make and shenaniganry, my main job is being a dad. That's my core job. And I've been doing that. But this winds us in to something very special. A lot of people know the story that Big Stompy Robots transmuted into what it became when I found out I was going to be a dad. I had been developing things in 2007, and I made the minis, and I was making a system, and I wasn't sure it was going to work. I found out I was going to be a dad, and I built the first wooden Big Stompy robot. It's out in the living room. I really should have brought it in for this, but maybe I'll grab it during a commercial. BSR has been an incredible journey, and I'm really, really proud of what's happened there. Now, one thing I am horrible about, and it's something I inherited, I think, from Brian K. Morris, or at least it's one of the reasons we sync, is I promote other people's stuff religiously. I'm terrible about promoting myself. Now, one thing that this all ties into is that my dear friend Thesis did his first stream this last week, his first discussion stream. Now, Bladed Thesis is someone I know through the Historical Fencing Guild, but he was nervous, friends, about his stuff not looking professional. This is my backdrop right now. He's worried about that now. That's okay. We are okay with this. But he was worried, I can't look like you. So I did some digging. And I did some digging last night because I was talking to Dave Waldron. I had trouble pronouncing his name early in the morning. Because he's been making minis too. Very sad. I'm like, this sounds a lot like BSR. You should read my book. And to his credit, he has acquired it. And everyone should. It's a great game. But I found something. Well, I thought of something, and I started digging, guys. And I found the original horrible, cringy ads I did for Big Stompy Robots in, oh, God. I did ads in, I want to say 2017, before I even got the core rule book printed through Amazon. Back when I was doing it by myself, before I had gone up, and I was just truly self-publishing. And I have a couple of these ads. They're both 2 minutes. Now, I am not sharing these to promote my work. Although, you can go to Amazon and get your own copy. And for the battle chest, I am running these so that you can feel the inner cringe of how long I've been doing this and see how far I've come. So I'm going to run these 2 ads. It'll take 2 minutes. And I'm not doing, like I said, I'm not doing them as ads. I want you guys to see how shaky a start can be. Okay? So we'll start with the book and then we'll do the battle chest. See if you can see, list in your mind what I did wrong, because it is delightful.
The BSR Core Rulebook by Nicholas Tockert. The BSR Core Rulebook contains the information for numerous factions, wonderfully detailed art, and the complete rules to play Big Stompy Robots, including 9 custom units. Special terrain rules,
the entire book,
and multiple scenarios. Published in 2017, the Big Stompy Robots Core Rulebook is your ultimate guide to get started in the wonderful world of Praxis 5.
How cheesy. I mean, I feel so cringe, and I need to reshoot that. But it does get worse. Yes, friends, it gets worse. For those of us who don't have fancy on-screen graphics, look at the graphic technology on this one.
The Big Stompy Robots Battle Chest, as seen at Arcticon 2018, has two sawdust minis, a tape measure.
Sawdust was the branding for one of the wooden minis I'm handmade.
A D10, and the data card. Some type of lob marker is optional. This is all you need to play BSR anywhere, anytime, with anyone. The Big Stompy Robots Battle Chest, because games should be fun.
The level of cringe that those two ads represent, and I'm going to leave them. I may even still run them because they're fun. But that was done, no script, little prep, just the holy muck bunnies. I have a YouTube channel, and I need to run these horrible, horrible ads. So that's the fun one. I bring this up because I was talking to Dave Wolfram, and he's doing a very similar project to Big Stompy Robots. And Woodrum. Anyhow, because I don't want to get him confused with someone whose name sounds very familiar. That's what happens when similar and familiar bump into each other in my mind. Guys, I am having a delightful morning. Why? So on top of finding these morsels, these gleaming gems of embarrassment, I was on my DA site. And DA has, that's Deviant Art, because I did a big upload, because I was a little behind, somewhere around the number of 17 images, things like that. Stuff you may have seen during the streams. If not, if you want to download the thumbnail images that I do, I put them up on DA so that you can, because I'm awesome. But it showed new comments, new messages found on the messenger. I'm like, that has been active in years. Uh, Two dear friends of mine had gotten married in 2009, 2007, something like that. I think 2009, something like that. I literally just got their emergency. I'm sorry, your invite got messed up. And I have found a whole slew of messages that people were sending me through my DA where a whole bunch of people stopped talking to me. And I thought, geez, I must have offended them again. That happens to me every so often. No, technology just hates me. So a whole chunk of my life got cut off simply because the websites went boink. So, guys, if I ever seem to disappear off the radar and I'm not talking, when I say technology hates me, technology hates me. Like as an entity, I worry through about the inevitable AI uprising, not for the usual stuff, but that I will personally be singled out as someone technology hates. The only other hope is that somehow there's a redemptive arc, and some Autobot looking, mechanized force of destruction will pop up on my front yard, knock on my door, and say, "We are so sorry," and then deliver me some more messages from the early aughts. Writing wise, tinkered a little bit with through. I worked on Through the Thinning Veil so long my brain won't say that it's done. Haints and Hellfire. Uh, I have sent the Link of Doom to Trelena. I hope she enjoys it. Did a little bit of art, nothing worth showing, and like I said, I've been doing lesson planning and tweaking things with my son, which I'm very excited to be doing. And that's not profitable, but a lot of interest. And I do want to thank Dave for buying a copy of the Big Stompy Robots Core Rulebook so that he could look at it. Because he's doing great jobs with his minis. I'm genuinely impressed. The project feels familiar. And I'm all for more games being out there. So, I do try to help people. I also have a bunch of backlog card game reviews I have to do for the other guy. And I'm hoping that they are actually two different people. But that happens. I know a lot of folks, and I am horrible with names. So that's coming down the pipe. With that, I think I'm going to run the ad for Joe Bachman. And then I'm going to get into your comments because I know your comments are far more interesting than anything I'm generating today. And I apologize for the fumbling start. I only found out about that whole message thing like 3 minutes before the start of the show. So let's talk to Joe, who's much better at technology than I am.
Hi, I'm Joe Bachman with the Independent Creator Directory, and we're going to talk about what is the Independent Creators Directory today. Well, this was created so that creators of various disciplines could have a space to list links to their works to promote themselves and also promote other creators that they know. This also gives them a way of having all their links stored so that if by chance they get the ban hammer from any of the major social media networks, they still have a place they can send people to be able to look at what they've created. To become a member, just go to indiecd.org, click on Become a Member in the top right. It's a $20 lifetime fee that also includes updates to your page whenever you have new works that come out. All you have to do is contact me. I am the one that sets up your page for you. I am also the one that does all the updates for you. You'll also have access to the back end for a blog if you're wanting that feature. And I can also grant you access to the calendar to be able to add in any events that you may be going to. For any other questions you may have, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook, on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook page, or by emailing me at jbachman@indiecd.org. Thank you and have a great day.
too, you too, Joe. You have a great day as well. Let's get into the comments and we'll see who's doing what today. And for the folks who come in late, friends, have you missed a good set of shows? Alex Creations first through the door. Morning. Good morning, Alec. Accountability. Going to be a vendor at the Fowler Sidewalk sale with my sister. All the stuff I've worked on will finally be brought to the public eye. Finally. When is that, Alec? That would be a good thing to know. Hey, Alec, very good. Coming out of your shell. Hiya, Carl. Yeah, and it's hard. Been there, done that. I may seem extroverted, but no complete introvert. I prefer to stay home any day. Carl says, and hi, Carl. Everyone needs a coming out party, like a debutante ball or quinceañera party to announce themselves and their creations. Except me. I kind of slithered onto the internet and just kind of peeked up and then skittered back where I went. I just say skittered, not slithered. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days, guys. Oh, me too, because it's more people, which is why I'm a writer, not an actor. I try. Oh, you tried acting? That's cool. Terrible. Ugh. I pulled an Alexander Hamilton, writing like I'm running out of time. Basically, I was writing until I acted out my death. Been there too. I've done it. Been told I was good at it, but all those eyes. Yes, the eyes keep staring into your soul. I'd stare back, but I hate contact. Sobbing. Oh no, just don't sob about it. Just understand yourself and why you feel that way. It's the only way to either overcome or accept it. Oh, there are some tricks, dear friends. As someone who used to suffer from that myself extensively. First off, I like to pay attention to people's foreheads. They think I'm looking them in the eye. Secondly, develop your body reading skills. I'm serious. Study up or just watch a bunch of videos on body reading, on deduction, on deception cues, micro expressions. I knew I was going to find where I stored that word and just sort of scan people as you're talking to them. It keeps your mind too busy to get embarrassed. I do it all the time. I have a lot of things that keep my mind too busy to be scared. Carl, I just try to avoid the public except at shows. Surround myself with creatives who are also different. That helps too. Yep, reason I went to Library Con. Got to do the dance. Love the sparkly bits. To see you all. When it shows, I just play the part of a grumpy old man. It helps. Sometimes we act in the public eye to keep them at arm's length. Yes, cons are great for that. He continues. All us broken people can prop each other up. I'm all about organizations of people who prop each other up. I think that's one of the best ways to keep society going. It's all those independent people who seem to do it all themselves that bug the living heck out of me. No, let's see. You also see eventually that all people are broken, so nobody's broken. That's just being a person. It's just being human. Yep, we just like to think that we have all the answers, which we don't. Nope. Although I have more than most people. That's why you study psychology, for evil. XD, which is like double grins. My most important delusion right there. My most important delusion. Ooh. Usually that I can affect change. OMG, I feel bad for Nick. He has to read this pure ranting because no one else is here. I don't mind. And you know what? The audience enjoys the little verbal show I put on, or else they wouldn't watch the show. Oh, it builds its character. It's like weightlifting for the soul. You know, I mean, I think I'm character enough. I think I am character enough. I could ease up on the suffering. Hey, Witzman. Hey, Alec and Witzman, dude. Hey, hi Donna, how are you? I hope you're having a good show. Oh my god, that emoji on the end had me laughing so hard, Donna. Hey, Donna Gal. Oops, I act like I've got it all together now. It's like when I became a father and thought I needed to get my crowd together. Ha! Cat calls for Cap for lap time. Lap is just staring at me. Yeah. Yeah. Want to see if we can Lord. It's one of those days, friends. It really is. Let's conjure up a Dawn. Dawn, 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 Dawn. Calls out to Dawn, probably just staring at me too. Dawn. Yeah. See, you didn't assume the conjuring pose. I wonder where everyone is. Lazy Bones still bad? I don't know. I don't think there's a thing. Probably. Yeah. Well, I'm here, says Dawn. LOL. Lol. Dawn, here comes the dawn. Shooby dooby. Yay! Remember to like the stream, folks. Please do. This is a struggle stream, folks, and we're getting through it. Morning, Dawn, but never cross the streams. I've done it. I've crossed the streams. I've had this show interrupt the Historical Fencing Guild before, and vice versa. We did it! Dancing to the theme. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. How you doing? You keeping cozy in this cooler weather? I hope the coffee is almost as hot as you are. And here he comes. Beware to all naughty chairs everywhere. Chairs! Wait. He invoked chair. Hold on. And see, you guys don't know, but I'm working on a project that overlaps with this. Shh, make it a secret. Chair! We need to hide that comment. We need to hide the comment. No, I'm not going to hide the comment until I have the comment. Here we go. Chair! It's my version of Hammer. Oh. Anyhow. I love the joke. And guys, I remember to put my glasses on early so you guys don't have to yell at me. Thank you. Yes, be aware, chairs and sofas. He's been attacking sofas now? Oh, I reduced the sofa to kindling. It stepped up and had to be put down. No, actually, it was more a therapeutic thing on account of I was kind of crippled out on it for about a year and a half, and I really couldn't leave it due to some of the health issues I was fighting. So when I could leave it to keep myself from being lured back, I reduced it to rubble. I'm not kidding. There are images. I solved the problem with a short-handled sledge and the occasional ceiling fan. The ceiling fan, that was a little more accidental. But then again, if you're going to attack somebody with a war sigh, don't be surprised when you get hit. Anyhow, well, we've been attacking ceiling fans for now. Just one so far. Recently, this decade, I think. Good morning. Good morning, Grant. Hey, Grant. Good morning. Everybody's excited when they see Grant. Hey, Grant. Looks strange looks at the strange word in front of morning. Kick out my Kickstarter Beowulf 6. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Because I don't have a Beowulf 6 ad, I'm going to run the Beowulf 5 ad. I'm going to do it for Grant. But, I need to be on the right place. But, understand, it's not Beowulf 5, it's Beowulf 6. Because this is the kind of high-quality edutainment you get on this channel. Bam.
Hazel always knew there was something special about her cat Mooney, but she's still shocked when Mooney opens his mouth to tell her he's just had a vision. An ancient evil has awoken after centuries of sleep, and only one man can stop it, the legendary warrior Beowulf. Unfortunately, it's been over 1,000 years since he slayed a dragon, and he's been reincarnated as this guy. His name is Victor, and he's more unemployed millennial slacker than mighty warrior.
I made sexy oatmeal. I forgot it takes longer to chew. But yes, the Beowulf trailer is a wonderful. The Beowulf trailer. Yeah, that's what's in front of me. Beowulf is a wonderful title. I'm glad to see more adventure books stepping away from the uh, tights and capes crowd. Good, Grant. Now 22 followers. Looks better than Monday. Happy dance. That's a good start for an ad, but I would only show a few pages. I would have only 2 now. But for 5 years ago, yeah. And see, we have to stop and look at our cringe guides. That's part of the planned discussion for today. Because growth means that we're never happy with our work, because it's the artist's conundrums, the artist's dilemma. You are a more experienced artist, be it writer, author, knitter, whatever, at the end of a creation than you are at the beginning. So the artist themselves is never really happy with the creation that they just did, because they now have developed the skills a little bit more, however infinitesimally, that they didn't have before. More practice, more experience, new ideas. It is never ending. And this is why we need good patrons, both the literal kind who get on historical fence, patreon.com/the historical fencing guild, and support me as little as $1 a month. But also, dear friends, the idea that somebody looks at our work and it matters. Those likes, those comments, those reviews. I know people talk reviews because they're feeding the algorithm. Right now, for the purpose of this conversation, I don't give 2 licks about the algorithm. I'm talking about the creator's heart, mind, body, and soul. You know what I mean? Getting positive feedback or well-created, useful, constructive criticism means that our work has been read, it has value. And I will tell you, I know what that long, dark tea time of the soul of having a workout and somebody, please read me, where you can't even give your work away for free. It can be a real pain. But it does get better. And when you move along, sometimes when it feels like you're plateaued, or you're not sure you can advance, or you're not advancing, you need to look back to see if it's true or not, because our brains lie to you. So please keep looking into your older works. Just take a moment, look back, not with wistfulness or whatever, but look back to see the changes you've made. Sometimes you'll go, I like how I was doing things back then, and you just have to take a step back and readjust. That's not a bad thing either. Grant has a cold today, so he took some NyQuil and might fall asleep. Get some sleep. The BSR ad is fine. No need for pyrotechnics and fancy stuff. Poor Grant. We all start somewhere. Love to see people from point A to where they are now. Exactly. And that's why, just like my expression, I like to show my scars. I like to show this. Folks are really missing a great episode, and I'm just shame on them. All right. Mr. Grant, keep hydrated, get your rest, Grant. Joey Be Good is a tech god. He really is. I talked up ICD while at Silicon. Thank you, Carl. No, and Donna agrees. I probably should get your code, since I don't want the referral fee. Oh, that's right. I have to get the code set up, because technically I'm referring a lot of people to ICD. But I think I'm pretty good here. Had my coffee and blueberry muffin with melted butter. Shared some melted butter with charcoal. She just looked at it. Jeez. And in the other world of cats, Georgette is being a butt today. It's in the air. Cats are being catty today. Well, I think it's the temperature change. The inside cats are really being odd. The outside cats are desperately trying to become inside cats. And Mandy's giving me the big green-eyed look. Nick, it's going to get cold. Nick, it's going to be October. I feel money leaving my person and more allergy medication entering my body. Anyway, I had yogurt with blueberries in it. That sounds good, Grant. Right, protein and fruit. Good choice. Yes, you have some adequate fiber in your diet. And if you don't know to what I am referring, oh Lord in heaven, I will gladly send you guys the links to the Aeronauts redub of Dark Knight Rises. Anyway, Grant had a good show at Mont Park. She's much nicer than I expected. What were you expecting? She's friends with Christy Chin, so you know what? Despite Christy Shin's spicy work content, I found her to be every bit a delightful guest when she was on Nerd Bacon, and a just intelligent, intriguing, and absolutely wonderful woman. Her content isn't my jam usually, although she's done some really neat fashion design with an Asian spin work. It's the only way I can describe it. And I hope I'm not being, it's not coming out wrong, but it's truly exquisite. Grant, the pics with kitties helping to pack Memoirs Morbid are just adorable. Oh, that sounds adorable. Oh yes, I hope you post them in FB later. They were done. I may have squeed. I'm sure you did. Yeah, I can't wait to see a show with Christy. Do you have a beeper, Grant? Because she's loves more F-bombs more than I do. True, about Crispy. That's fine. Yes, I cringe about the NTF intro, but everyone loves it. So yeah, I get your own point about criticizing your own work. And everybody loves it. I have asked, privately, okay, off the thing, Carl can't see this. Nick, if you take it down, I will shame you or shun you or otherwise violate your person or belongings. So that's going to stay for basically until something truly divine rises. In my humble opinion, it's when you can share the cringe is when you can have it. When you know you've grown. Thank you. I think that's delightful, and there's some truth in that. You embrace. I was doing my best. Wow, I must be a huge egotist that I don't cringe about any of my works. Donna, you have embraced a path of delightful hedonism. That's kind of your jam. So assuming it isn't just a persona, and I'm not saying this negatively at all. No, I don't think anything like a failing affects you anymore. You have transcended that. And that's really groovy for you. And I yay. I think that's the stuff possibly called mental health, but not all of us are so blessed. And I think that's that. But I'm genuinely happy that you don't have to go through the that some of us have to. Sometimes it's good to go for cringe. Watch some of my old drunken rants on FB. Yes, Donna, you're perfect. Don't worry about a thing. Hey, my last name is Carlene, which means perfect. My mom knew. Speaking of cats, how's your brood of 5? Okay, look. The outdoor cat, we are in flea season. So the outdoor cats will not be coming in until they have had doses of assorted things while outdoors. so that everything on them can die outdoors and I don't have to fight the epic battle. Been there, done that. I am hideously allergic to flea bites in that they swell up like yellow jacket stings. And they feel about like yellow jacket stings. So I don't play around with fleas. Having had to do the epic battles in homes previous, it will give me time to get the rest of stuff in order. Uh, and hopefully we can get them in. Cat love is worth a little suffering. I'm allergic to. And it's mostly I'm a sucker. Now, I will say this. If these three do not socially mesh well with our environment, I will continue seeking to rehome them because Stuart was here first and Dusty got brought in under special circumstances. So, they got to play real nice. If they don't play real nice after they've been snipped, somebody will have an option for already snipped cats. Because I have to maintain a level of calm and civility, especially around Xander, because I don't believe in declawing, and I'm not supposed to get too scratched up. So we will see. Okay? Whoa! I'm here when it's live? Woot! Hey, Sarah, now I'm going to tell you want to catch the early part, because there's some true gold on that. But you are our dark mistress rising from her casket and running around in, filmy things, just, terrorizing the locals who see your light by the window. Be the cryptid or the urban legend or the gothic heroine you were meant to be. Oh, Christy is fine. She's in our humor group, and so I like her. I like her too. And I hope she gets to see this and understand I like her. She's really groovy people. Like I said, her comic is not my jam. We had her and Rich Hala on, and his comic also not my jam. But as people, they're awesome. And I'd rather deal with people who are awesome, but their comic is not my jam. And that's not saying it's bad. We're allowed personal choice. Because it's actually, from what I've heard, well liked by the people who like it. I would rather have people I like, even if I don't like their work, rather than people whose work I like, but I can't stand the person. Does that make sense? Sarah! Good morning, Sarah. The darkness is a dark pope and dawn. We need a title for you. Ooh, titles, The Dark Squeer. Squeer. Dang, that doesn't look right. No. The Dark Squeer. That looks right. Not right. Face bomb. I thought the L was a second T. Look at that. At this attempt to be family friendly. A little painful, huh? Considering my hash name is Squeals from every orifice. Second T. Rawful. Huh. Yeah. After I read titles, I read it wrong too. Oh, cat fleas are a lot more intrusive than dog fleas. Eek. Yeah. And because they've been outside, it's a matter of maintaining relative safety. We had the start of an incursion that we fought off, and I need to make sure that we're not increasing it. And Rawful, you're fine, Dawn. Needed that though. Yes, Dawn is fine. Anyhow, I'm a juvenile darkness. Yes, she is, but what potential you have. Let's see. Some people who are allergic to cats do well with Siamese. Their Danvers saliva are different than other cats. That's why I always have Siamese. Carl brought in outside kitties. I put anti-flea meds on them while they were still outdoors. That's what I'm doing. Not only will it help Outdoor, it'll make their outdoor life better. Exactly. Indeed, Dawn. Need to watch after the beginning of the show. Thanks for the FYI, Nick. Oh, you'll have fun with this one. Including cringy ads that I did in 2017. Afternoon. Good afternoon, Bonzer. Always good to hear from you. Hi, Bonzer. Oh, I've had indoor-outdoor cats. Hey, Bonzer. We can't due to some of the wildlife, and I can't deal with the stress of worrying about them. Hello, Dawn. Hail, chat. Afternoon radio. Greetings from the future where you reside. Hey, Bonzer. And it's a good time for a commercial, so let's just run one of Bonzer's ads.
Greetings, fellow traveler, and welcome to the Association of Ishtar, a multiverse of cosmic mystery and steampunk adventure. The Association of Ishtar is a clandestine organization of volunteers investigating anomalies called rifts, portals to other worlds where anything is possible. Most of these planes are but savage variations of Earth, but some are home to advanced civilizations or the occasional alien beings beyond human comprehension. Every day, these brave men and women are risking their lives by crossing the fringes of reality. Should they succumb, they will die in obscurity. But it's not the Associate's vocation to perish, but to seek out and gather information on the copious threats lurking beyond the rifts to ensure humanity can overcome. After all, those who pry prevail.
Bonzer does amazing projects, and I love the Association of Ishtar as a concept. Let's see. And unless you live in Australia or Japan, I'm the future. Yes, you are. A radio retro future. Sorry, you handed me that one. I couldn't help it. I know, Nick. I couldn't resist. I go back to my rescue roots sometimes. Oh, I understand. Ooh, what's the future like right now? Accountability. Guess it's about that time? Yeah, we're getting to it. Getting some more research for a spy novel for a few side quests. Glorious. Progress report. Working on art for Anwin and Journey to Elysium. Looking for people who want to write guest blogs to post during the campaign. Very cool. Guys, sponsors put up a flag. Let them know. Definitely the future from Illinois, USA. Anyway, woohoo! Oh, nice radio. I'm not worried about the spy novel. House conventions are a blast coming. Rock on, Carl. Wow, she just kicked him in the knee that way. Please follow our Kickstarter. Anwin will be there. Kickstarter.com/project sponsors Bocal Journey to Elysium. I think it's ready for publication, Donna. When do you want it? Speaking of cons, oh my God, I can't believe I had to bow out of SilCon this year, but BCAM was in my room first. Haven't had to pull this out in a bit, but not the green room. Anyway, grins. We missed you, Sarah. Missed you guys. Missed your hugs. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to make one of the proper conventions with you grand people. But as we are hitting well into the hump day journey, and I want to make sure that you guys are planning things. So what are you guys planning to do in the last few minutes of this program with the rest of the week leading up to uh, Friday's show. So between now and Friday, what's on the plate? For me, I'd like to. I'd really like to continue my progress with Xander because that is my primary job. I'd like to get a couple hundred more words down on Haints and Hellfire. I kind of have come up to the part where things are starting to happen, and I really need to tweak it because a bunch of I like to lay down threads and then weave them together. And I'm at the point where things are just all pulling in. So the different threads I've been weaving are going to go. And it's going to be interesting. So I don't want to say the climax because we're not, but we are at the point, we're at the bass drop in the rhythm of the song. Not really the climax, but where it suddenly goes. It's going to get good, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. Because remember, I don't know where my stories are going. Everyone could die. It's possible. And then we will see. Oh, the other news. Thank you. It takes you a while to get things going. I got a wireless keyboard and wireless mouse, vertical, all ergo for my assorted issues, for the living room, where the computer that Carl Witzman gave me will be set up at least temporarily so that I can do some of my writing and projects in there, because Xander gets anxious when I am sequestered in my study. So that's a big deal, and I knew I was forgetting something. I feel so much better remembering it. But let's see. I need to get back with Mr. Hugs. Now, Witzman dude, I'll probably take it to HoloCon. Holy moly, I better get my crud together then. Yes, please. I'll be going to more cons with BCAM, so I plan to see you fairly soon, depending on your traveling schedules. I'm looking forward to that. I need to reach out to BKM. I had plans for this weekend to reach out to him to make plans for this weekend, but one of Amanda's coworkers is dealing with some rather severe health issues, so she has to, like our usual 3-day weekend became a 1-day weekend barely, and that's only because the library is fully closed on Sunday. But it's going to be an interesting run. I might get more done. We'll see. Bonser's going to be working, writing, podcasting tonight, video conference on conventing, and being a drawing model. Wonderful! I know something else y'all can take to HoloCon. LOL. You going to drag Donna? I drag Dawn? We won't be at any more this year, Sarah, except HoloCon. It was a surprise to us to find out we'll be vendors. Got updated with C-19 vaccine, so I'm doing a bit at a time now, but it's important to me to do it. I won't bash anyone who doesn't. Exactly. And with finances, I'm still reeling from the both cars breaking down twice, the pipe bursting in my basement, and the side effects from my neighbor having been raided by the police, and that he was the one who helped me mow the lawn. I've had to do a lot more physicality, which meant buying a push mower that I could operate one-handed so that I could use a cane for the longer walks to facilitate some of the stuff. It's been a complicated and expensive run on me. So, yeah, making adjustments. My next con should be LodgeCon in November. And then I'm working real set for the next Region Con, which I have to reach out and ask about. Thank you for the reminder. Where's Halocon? Wait a minute. That's in Indiana, and Ron Fitzgerald was there, and I was all just. I do believe that was the same con. No. Halocon is in Dalton, Georgia, as I recall. Turning Free Geek Day into entire Gotham. Ooh. Good morning, folks. Paving today, but want to pop by and say hi. Hi, Joe Bachman. Glad you made it by. Hi. Everybody's greeting Joe. Who knew Lois Lane was a goth industrial person? She is now. If there are images, Sarah with them with me. I can speak the English language. Sarah, share them with me, please. Halocon is in Georgia. Oh no, Calvin is getting hungry. That's understood. Anyone have a cat Snickers? Charcoal is sleeping. Oh, derp. I wonder what was in Indiana. Who knows? Right now, the government is covering vaccine if you want it. Oh, that's good to know. Live back waxing at noon Central Time on Pop's channel? Yes, true. Wow. Gotcha, Nick. Yes, I got the vaccination during a few days of downtime. No thanks, I'll be better. I've never been to Georgia. Me either. Banjo, hey, it has been a while. Glad to see you make it. Be sure to hit the like. And check the rerun on this one. Everybody's glad to see Banjo. Because the start of the show is something else. Fumbling, bumbling, but we made it through. And I do like these shows sometimes that don't go so smooth. Because I find that I learn a lot from it. And I feel like I've weathered something. It's an accomplishment. Sarah will share it after more work is done. It's well on its way, though. Leaving me alone while letting vaccine go through my system equals you never know what will happen with what's around me. That's groovy and excellent done. Time to feed the kitties. See everyone Friday. Gotta go. Enjoy the week. I'm sorry I've been so busy. I'm getting ready to bowl. And yesterday was my dad's birthday. Well, congratulations to your dad for his birthday. And I hope you enjoy your bowling. Suppose everyone's going to be doing cat lunch. Have a great day. If Doc made his crowdfunding goal, a guy said he would wax his back. The goal was made. The hair will be gone. Wow. Friends, the things we do for getting goals. I have never really found the need to crowdfund. I know it does well for a lot of people, but I'm not sure about it. Maybe that's something we need to discuss Friday. And we're pondering that, because it is pondersome, I need to run an ad or two. I think I want to run... actually, I haven't run Amy's in a while. I'm going to run Amy Hale's ad. Banjo asks, are we excited for the fall? And for those of us who are still here, and it is Wednesday, so I can go a little longer. Although, if Xander gets up, I need to get his studies running. Yes, exceptionally. Pardon my hair being all poofy. My containment device is not in here. I am extremely excited for the fall, uh, in that I do a lot more outside during the fall when it's cooler. The light's a little easier for me to manage, and I love festival season, and I love Halloween. And I mean, I literally wrote a book, guys, called Through the Thinning Veil. When the veil is thinnest, part of the year is Halloween, All Hallows, Samhain. It goes by a bunch of names. Fall equinox. Stuff gets hinky, and a part of me will always love it. Much more now that I'm not taking house calls. Sarah says, fall equals yes, hoodie weather. Halloween is my main holiday, aka Samhain. With the pronunciation, yes. We love fall in these parts. And I love fall too, because it's a great time to pull in and harvest the crops. One of the times of the thinnest set. One of, yes. Yes, and I usually have to work all four of the primaries in one form or another, because spring is always far odder than people want to admit. Summer, well, summer I usually get to chill. I don't get much effort on that, and there's a reason that right around Christmas it's always scary ghost stories and tales of the glories. I thought it was only Halloween. I was enlightened otherwise after all these years. Yes, the 4 points of the calendar do tend to be spiciest. There are several others spattered throughout. But yes, hot cocoa is life. Hot cocoa is good. The only downside is the pumpkin invasion begins. The pumpkins are coming. There will be pain. Anyway, with that looming bit, I'm going to run a quick ad that I need to run for a dear friend. And then we'll wrap this up.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Wait, that's odd, guys. Oh,
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
I have no idea what just happened with my ads for a moment there. We had a little bit of technical issue. Like I said, technology hates me, and my apologies to my friends Josh and Sarah, who I didn't get their wedding invitation till just now from 2009. It's been a colorful run. Let's see. But yeah, let's see. Banjo says, "Yeah, I'm glad I came to say hi before you go. I missed you. Glad to hear you. You have a great day. I have to be all adulty. And besides, by the way, who's Banjo? Someone I don't know. Someone I know but don't recognize. Okay. And Banjo says, helpfully, it's me, LOL. I got what she's asking for. Banjo is an individual who I met at the library, and they are involved at the Benton County Public Library, and they are involved in the Special Olympics, and I believe the Special Olympics bowling team this year. I'm very excited to be supportive of them, and she's a very nice young lady. Me, I can only think of Jake. No, Jake changes his name, but it will always be something magically sounding because of his shows. Sorry, there's some lore to this channel. It gets real interesting the more you watch it, and occasionally gets a little more ARG, which can happen. I'm lost. Oh, let me try again. Sarah, you don't know Banjo personally. Banjo is someone who lives near the library where my wife works, and I know them through that. A wonderful person, but I hope you get that straightens everything out a little bit more. That being said, with that bit of confusion and drama, because we're at least ending. Yeah, I thought about Lewis. No worries. At least we're all straightened out now. And guys, I will see you all Friday for the next episode of Nevermind The Furthermore at 10 a.m. my time. Oh well, hi. Nope, still been clueless. Banjo comes on once in a while, tells me what's going on in their life. A really nice person. But it's good to see you again. See, we're good. The cast, yeah. The Black Heart of Sarah. That makes me happy. Guys, get out there, get creating, get drawing, get writing, do what you love, because you can always edit it. You can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. And understand this. I love you. See you soon.